just loosen them out a little. A couple of times backwards, and then a couple of times forwards. And then if we just let the hands face upwards towards the ceiling, opening back with the collarbone, maybe just shutting your eyes and taking a nice long deep breath in through your nose, and breathing out through your nose. Taking a long deep breath in, and breathing all the way back out. Take a long deep breath in, breathing all the way back out. And then this time, take a longer, deeper breath in, and gently nodding your chin and holding on to your breath. And then let's raise the chin back up and breathing all the way back out again. Take a long deep breath in and gently nodding your chin, holding on to your breath. And then let's raise the chin back up and breathing all the way back out. And then this time, take a longer, deeper breath in. And now breathe all of the way back out. I'm going to go right down to the bottom of your exhalation. Lower down your chin and holding your breath out. And raising your chin back up and breathing in. And one more time, breathing out. Okay, breathing out as completely as you can. Lower down your chin and holding your breath out. And raise your chin back up with a long deep breath in. And breathing all the way back out. Okay, now this time let's breathe in, raise your arms nice and high. Clasp your fingers, and as you breathe out, take a small rotation with your upper body. Breathing in to come back to the middle. And again, breathing out, take a small rotation. Breathing in back to the middle. Breathing out, let's lower down your hands. And gently draw your body weight up onto your knees and sitting yourself back upon your heels. Now as we gaze up between the hands, let's take a breath in as we draw up and along the ground, rolling down the shoulders and lifting the chin up. Breathing out as we come into a cat stretch. We'll round up through your shoulders and up into your back. Breathing in to take the head and tailbone away from each other. Breathing out to sit back upon your heels. Breathing in as you draw the body up and along the ground. And breathing out as you pull up through your belly again, up into cat stretch. Breathing in, take the head and tailbone away. And breathing out as we sit all the way back. Breathing in as we draw the body up and along the ground. And now this time, breathing out, curl the toes, send the hips back and draw your head down through your arms. Breathing in as you draw forwards to a high plank. And then breathing out, let's bend the knees and sit all of the way back. Breathing in to draw the body up and along the ground. Breathing out, curling with your toes, sending the hips away and the head back, down. Breathing in forwards to a strong plank. Breathing out, bending your knees and sitting all the way back. Breathing in as we pull the body up and through. And breathing out, curl the toes and send the hips back and away. Breathing in forwards to a high plank. Breathing out, bending your knees and sitting back. A couple more times. Breathing in, drawing the body up and through. Breathing out, curling the toes and sending the hips back and away. Breathing in forwards to high plank. Breathing out, bending your knees and sitting it back. And again, breathing in as we draw up and through. And then breathing out, remaining in your downward dog and just giving it a little bit of a tread down. So drawing one heel down and then the other heel down and just working the hips just a little from side to side. Noticing the calf muscles today. Noticing how your lower back and your hamstrings are as you move your hips a little from side to side. And now let's leave the heels down and walk your hands slowly back in towards your feet. Taking a hold of your elbows and just dropping your head down. Let's take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, a little sigh, letting your body hang. Again, take a deep breath in and sigh, letting your body go. One more time, deep breath in. And a little sigh, letting your arms go and bending your knees on the way up. Deep breath in, coming all the way up to the top, clasping your fingers. As you breathe out, let's press into a side body bend. Breathing in to come back up. And again, breathing out, pressing into a side body bend. Breathing in to come back up. And breathing out, letting your arms all the way back down. Stepping on up to the top of your mat. Let's just bring hands in towards your heart. As you breathe in, let's raise both arms. As you breathe out, diving your body forwards, bending your knees where you need to. Breathing in right leg, stepping back, release your knee to the ground, lift your chin up. Breathing out, let's step back, holding into your high, strong plank. Breathe in, lower to your knees, your belly, your chest. And breathing out, let's draw to up dog, elbows in, shoulders down. Breathing in as you lower, and then curling the toes. Breathing out, push off the ground to plank. And back off slowly into a downward dog. Breathing in right foot, stepping up and through. Releasing your left knee, lifting your chin. Breathing out, curl the toes and lightly step the feet up together and folding. Breathing in as we pull up through the belly, gazing up to your thumbs. Breathing out, following your thumbs back to your heart. Breathing in, let's raise both arms. Breathing out, folding your body from forwards. Breathing in, left leg, stepping it back, releasing the knee to the ground and lifting the chin up. Breathing out, let's step back and hold into a high plank. Breathing in, lower to your knees, belly and chest. And breathing out, softly draw into an upward dog, floating the elbows down. Breathing in as you lower. Breathing out, push off the ground to plank. Back off into your downward dog. Breathing in, left leg, stepping through, lifting the chin, releasing the toes. Breathing out, right leg, lightly stepping through and folding. Breathing in as you pull up through the belly and roll through your spine. Breathing out, hands back to your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, diving your body forwards. Breathing in, right leg, stepping back and just placing your heel back down upon the floor there for me. And just drawing down your left elbow to your left knee. And let's have a couple of arm circles here. So brush your right arm forwards, breathing in, following your arm back. And again, brush your arm forwards, breathing out, following it back. And one more time, breathing in, this time, draw your arm all the way back behind you, let it wrap around your back body, looking back over your shoulder there for a couple of breaths, getting a little stretch of hip through the neck, the shoulders, and of course the inner thigh muscles on that left leg. And then let's turn the body around. Take down your right hand to the floor. Go up to the toes on your back leg. And now open up to the left, raising your left arm. Okay, now today you can leave it as so. Or you could turn open your front foot and go to the outside edge of your back foot. Lean your left knee forwards a little. And maybe open the upper arm back a little bit more. And feel a little bit of a deeper stretch now coming into your left hip. And then let's come all the way back round. Hand to the outside of your foot. Slide back your left leg. And now let's come down upon your forearms. And let's come in here for a 10-breath plank. So really bracing the legs, pulling up into the core center. In through your nose here and breathing out of your mouth using your Pilates method. Breathing in and out, belly pulls back. In, out 3. In, out 4. In, out 5. In, out 6. In, out 7. In, out 8. In, out 9. And in, out 10. Lower your body carefully back down and upon the floor there for me. Okay, now coming into breaststroke here. So I'm going to turn the feet slightly in towards each other and just let your arms press on down in towards the floor. Keeping your forehead down in towards the ground. Again, another Pilates posture here. Let's breathe in as we roll back and down with your shoulders, loosening them off. Breathing out to engage with your core as you lift and hover. Breathing in to stay. Then breathing out as we lower and let the shoulders back down. Breathing in, peeling back and down with both shoulders. Breathing out as we lift to hover, pulling up through the core center. Keep the core locked on, breathe in. Keep the core locked on, breathe out. And finally lower the shoulders back down at the bottom. Breathing in, peeling back and down with both shoulders. Breathing out to engage your core as you lift. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out as we lower, letting the shoulders down. Either carry on as so, or next time, as you breathe out to lift and hover, stay up, and then breathing in to reach your arms ahead of you, and breathing out as you draw your arms back down. Breathing in as you reach your arms forwards, breathing out as you draw down. Keeping the neckline nice and long. Keeping the core locked on, keeping the lower end of your body nice and relaxed. So legs are certainly there on the floor there. 2 more. Breathing and reaching forwards. Breathing out to draw back. 1 more time. Breathing and reach up. And breathing out to draw back. Then just laying your hands beneath your forehead. Taking your right leg up. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, let's bend the knee, point the toe, and just wake up those back muscles on a twist. Breathing in as you come back down, changing legs. Breathing out through your nose as you send your leg back. Breathing in as you draw back down. So now we're going to breathe out on the stretch. So as you point the toe, sending the leg back. Breathing in to draw back down. Breathing out of your nose and releasing into the stretch. Breathing in. Just be careful with this one. If your back isn't quite warm enough yet, then maybe keeping the leg a little bit straighter. But if it feels okay, certainly bend the knee, point the toe, take it up as high as it feels it wants to go. Alright, finish after that last one. Feet slightly separate and then hands beneath your shoulders, upward facing dog. Lowering the elbows in, shoulders down, lifting the chin maybe a bit more. And then slowly lower your body back down Okay, curl the toes, engage your core, breathe in, push up to plank, breathe out, and just enjoy that downward dog there for a moment. Spreading out your fingers, extending through your tailbone, pulling up through the belly, looking right up towards your navel. Okay, then look forwards. Breathe in, step through with your right foot, release your left knee, lift your chin. And breathing out, step through with your left foot and folding into your knees. Breathing in, pull up through the belly, all the way back on out to standing. Breathing out, hands back to your heart. Breathing in, let's raise both arms. Breathing out, diving your body forwards. Breathing in, left leg, stepping back, placing your heel flat down to the floor. Right elbow to right knee, and as we sweep that left arm forwards, breathing in, breathing out, following that hand back. Again, rushing on forwards, breathing in, big opening there with the shoulders, you roll it back. One more time, breathing in, and as you breathe out, wrap the arm all the way around the back body, tuck your tailbone slightly under, and just enjoying the neck release, the shoulder release. That's sort of like a little half turn through the body. And then turning back round, taking down your left hand to the floor, up to the toes of the left leg. Let's raise the right arm. Take a couple of breaths here in particular, find that calf stretch in the back leg. And then go a little further if you'd like to, turning front foot open, go to the outside edge of your back foot, lean your knee forwards and open your upper arm a little further back. Going in for a slightly deeper stretch, and you're also doing some great weight bearing into that left arm. Coming all the way back round, hand to the outside of your foot, step the feet back together behind you. And now let's just come on down to your knees, your belly and your chest. Now separating your feet a little bit wider, about as wide as your mat. Bring your right arm across the front of your mat. Left fingertips down to the floor. Deep breath in, rising up onto your forearm. And as you breathe out, glancing over your shoulder. And if you can, just relax the lower end of your body. Coming back down, and let's swap it over. Fingertips to the floor on the right, raising up onto your forearm, deep breath in, and as you breathe out, glancing over your shoulder. And then coming back round. Okay, bring the legs a little narrower and bring them in towards you. Now you can do one ankle at a time if you would prefer. If you can catch both, drawing the hips slightly forwards, lifting the knees a little if they'll come off the floor, and then you get this chest opening effect. And then if you can, lifting your chin and looking up. Okay, and if you're doing one leg, swap to the other leg for me now. And then gently coming back down. Hands beneath your shoulders, gently work up into up dog. Again, floating down the shoulders, lifting the chin maybe. And then releasing the body back down. Coming up onto your hands and knees. And we'll just come up into your exaggerated cat stretch. So placing your fingertips off the edges of your mat. And as we bend the elbows, ease your body down through the arms. Elbows going out nice and wide. As we draw up, tuck the head in and get that extra big stretch through the shoulders. Let's take it down, elbows wide, heart comes down through the middle. And let's tuck the head in and round up through the shoulders and the back. Again, let's take it on down, elbows wide, heart comes down through the middle. And then let's pull it up and lifting up through the shoulders and the back. One more time. Take it on down, elbows wide, heart comes down through the middle. Tuck it in, lift up nice and high, lift through the shoulders and the back. And take your hands back, hop on the mat, curling the toes. Push off into your nice long downward dog. And then looking forward, step your left foot up between your hands, releasing your right knee and lifting your chin. And then lightly step the feet up together at the top of your mat, folding in towards your knees. Take a nice deep breath in, all the way back out to standing. And breathing out, hands back in towards your heart. Breathing in, let's raise both arms. Breathing out, open the body and fold on forwards. Stepping back with your left leg, remaining forwards with your right. As you place your left heel down, just check that it lines up with the front heel down on the middle of your mat. Brace the front leg and let's come on up into preparation of Warrior One. Lengthening away through your fingers, a little bit of release through the shoulders, turning your palms upwards. Then as you raise your arms upwards, nice and lightly, either look up between your hands or look towards your thumbs. And just try to lower yourself down into your legs a bit more, but trying to keep the hips and the ribs facing the short end of your mat. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. And then let's peel back your left arm, opening out into Warrior Two. So here we can roll open that front knee a little more now, roll open the back heel, draw the arms off in opposite directions, staying lovely, strong and dynamic through the arms. And then take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, reach back into reverse. Straighten the front leg if you can, and dig the heel in, drawing the toes back, looking up towards your upper hand. And now planting your foot back down, bending the knee, clasp your fingers to the back body and come down into Humble Warrior. Drawing your shoulder upon the inside of your knee, tuck the head in and look towards your back foot. Just letting those arms hang up and over. Okay, now taking both of your hands to the inside of your foot, turning your left knee and placing it upon the ground. Now we can open up the front foot, coming to a 45-degree angle, coming into lizard, bending at the elbow and lower your body down on the inside of your leg. Now again, this is completely personal to everybody, so this might be enough, so don't feel you've got to push it. If you are feeling that you're quite open in that area of your body, maybe placing your foot on its edge, taking your right hand beneath your right leg, and then lowering down on the inside. Again, just see how it is for you today. Wherever you get to, try and remember to take some breaths in and out. And then we'll bring the body back on up, walking your foot a little out to the side, and then coming up. So we've got the knee in alignment with your ankle, the back leg is as far behind you as you're happy to go to. As we bring the arms upwards towards the ceiling, looking upwards towards your thumbs. If you feel you can go back a little, taking your arms back, up and over, if that feels good, opening up the front body. And then slowly drawing it back down, moving back into half split. Dig the heel in, draw your toes back, And just working a little bit of an extension, drawing again from the centre of your chest downwards. Trying to flatten the back line of your body just a little bit. Okay, now rounding up through the back. Pop the knees to come up underneath you. And I'm going to take the right leg to extend to the side this time. I'm going to take in a little bit of side body work. So reaching your left arm over. Take a deep breath in, stretching out of your waist. And as you breathe out, let's take that hand down to the floor and then lifting the leg up. Let's again take a breath in as we stretch over, using your Pilates breath this time. Breathing out of your mouth and engaging the core, lifting the leg up. And again, let's breathe in, stretching out of your waist. Breathing out to lift the leg up. Again, as we breathe in, stretching out of the waist. Breathing out, extend and lifting the leg up. And again, breathing in, reaching out of your waist. Breathing out, this time lifting the leg up, staying there. Breathe in, half down. Breathing out, lift up. Breathing in, half down. Engage the core, lift. And again, breathing in, out to lift. Again, in, out to lift. And again, in, out to lift. Two more, in, out to lift. One more, and out to lift. Coming all the way back up. Tuck the knee back up underneath. Okay, now coming in towards your camel posture. But then again, let's just open the body up again before we go straight to it. So breathing and raising your right arm. As you breathe out, following your hand and giving yourself a little bit of a back bend if that feels good too. And then changing over, deep breath in, raising your arm. So you breathe out, a little bit back bend, opening back, following your hand back. Okay, couple more. You can of course just stick with this one, that would be fine. You don't have to rush on to anything else. And again, a little bit of a back bend, so you can, opening it back as well as opening up the front body. Now either do a few more, or reach around, find the elbows, offer the chest up, and if it feels good to, lift the chin up or look backwards. And try and keep the bottom part of your body nice and vertical. Maybe reaching for the back of your legs, or maybe reaching around for your heels. And wherever you get there, I know it's difficult, but try and breathe a little bit. And then engaging your core, coming all the way back on up. Sliding your hands forwards, curling with your toes, pushing off into a long downward dog. Now let's raise the right leg nice and high, bend the knee a little, point the toe back. And then let's unify the two legs and come forwards into a single leg plank. Squeezing the knees together, looking beyond your fingers, breathing in and out. And then send the hips back up, coming into a high down dog split, sending that leg high. And now draw your right knee towards your right elbow. And then draw your right foot to your left hand, back heel down, raising your arm up and looking up towards your hand. Okay, let's bring the hand back down, drawing through your right knee towards your right wrist and settling the body down for your pigeon posture. So you might want on this position to load up and pile your hands and then lower down your forehead. Okay, do feel free to maybe use a cushion beneath your right buttock if you need just a little bit more stability. Now for those of you who'd like to put in the second feature, which would be to bend up the back leg for a quad stretch, bend up the leg, take a hold of it with your left arm, and then doing your best to balance your body towards the short end of your mat. Okay, let's let go of that leg and then lean slightly to the right and bring that leg all the way around. So we're coming into a seated twist. So if it's uncomfortable, re-straighten out that right knee, okay, the right leg. Drawing your right arm towards your left leg, looking up over your left shoulder, maybe going to a half prayer, or maybe going to a bind. Okay, if you're nearly on the binds, then you could use maybe a bridger, so putting a little towel or strap underneath the knee and reaching around. And then gently coming back round to the front. Now if we straighten out with your legs, we're going to work into rolling backwards. So relaxing, open your shoulders. Feel free to use a cushion behind your back, alright, or a band around your feet. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, let's engage with the core and slowly roll your body either halfway back or down to the floor. Breathing in, and then breathing out, engaging the core and drawing the body all the way back up. But don't feel rushed, halfway may be enough. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, engage the core, think about working through the range of motion of your back muscles too. Breathing in, as you imprint your back, engaging your core and coming slowly back on up to seated. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, let's lower your body gently down, breathing in and breathing out. Engaging your core and bring the body up to sit up nice and tall, nice and long spine. Deep breath in, breathing out, working through your back, breathing in, and then breathing out, engaging your core and coming all the way back on up. Good, one more time. Deep breath in, as you breathe out, lowering your body back, breathing in and breathing out, engaging with your core and coming back on up. Okay, now come around any way you like. We're going to come back into a downward dog. You could cross your legs, pull them beneath you, land your hands to the floor and hop back. But again, come around wherever you feel good to. Now looking forwards, and let's step through with your right foot and let your left knee come down upon the ground, coming up into a high kneel. Take a deep breath in, raising your left arm. As you breathe out, elbow coming to the far side of your knee, hands in prayer. If this is you today, stay, enjoy, looking towards your back, towards your back elbow. Now, for those of you who want to go further, take your hand to the floor and perhaps lift up your back knee. And then from there, if it feels good to, bring back over your right arm and look up to your hand. And then let your arm down, release your left arm out, and let's gently step up with the left foot and fold down in towards your knees. Let's take a deep breath in, coming all the way back out to standing. Breathing out, hands back into your heart. Breathing in, let's raise both arms. Breathing out, let's dive the body forwards. And let's step back with your right leg this time, leaving your left leg at the top. Again, brace the quad on the front thigh, the left thigh, and bring the body up, opening out into preparation of warrior one. Relax the shoulders a little, draw them back a little, turning your palms, As you raise your arms, try not to lift your shoulders. Either look between your hands or look up to your thumbs. And just again, take a couple of deep breaths. Doing your best to keep your hips forwards. Try not to turn around. Alright, now on your next out breath, peel back your right arm, open into warrior two. Drop the shoulders in a little, roll the front knee open if you can. Engage at the core, so you've got a strong centre. And again, strong breath, in through the nose, out through your nose. And then work into reverse, straighten that front leg, reaching out of your waist, looking towards your upper hand, and take a nice big reach through the front side body. And now place the foot down, take the hands to clasp behind the back, and draw your left shoulder on the inside of your left knee, looking back towards your right foot and just letting those arms hang up and over. Take some deep breaths. Nice good stretch coming up in there for the inner thigh muscles. Working all the way through the hamstrings to the glutes on that left leg. Then releasing your arms and take both of your hands to the inside of your foot. Turn the right knee down upon the ground and open up your left foot. Let's bend the elbows a little and lower down on the inside of the leg. So working to the right to the top in your left thigh, in your left inner thigh. Now, if those of you want to go a little bit deeper, you want a bit more space, pop the foot on its edge, take your left hand underneath and ease the body on down. And then we'll draw it on back. Okay, walking the foot out to the side a little bit. Coming up with your upper body. And then coming up through the middle for crescent moon. Raising your arms upwards. If it feels good to, open back a little. And then following your hands back. And then gently bring it back on down and come back onto that back knee, digging the heel in, extending through into the half split, shoulders down, and breathe. In through your nose, out through your nose. And then we'll round up through your back a little. Pop the knees beneath you. And we're taking the left leg out to the side this time, sliding the leg away. If we can reach up with your right arm, take a nice long stretch out of your waist. Breathe in. As you breathe out, hand to the floor, lifting the leg up. And again, as we reach over, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, hand down to the floor and lifting the leg up. And again, breathing in, stretching out of your waist. Breathing out, lifting, working into the strength of the hip. Again, breathing in, let's reach it over. Breathing out, engaging the core, lifting the leg. Breathing in and breathing out. Now locking into the core, keep it locked on. Breathing in, half down, breathe out, lift it up. Breathing in, down, breathing out, lift it up. And again, breathing in, out to lift. Breathing in, out to lift. Again, breathe in, out to lift. And again, in, out, lift. And two more, out, lift. One more. And relax it down. All right, coming back up onto your knees. So coming up into your toes. All right, now this time, as we open back, I'll prep for camel again. We've got the left arm coming up, right hand coming back to the right heel. Look towards your right heel, and then just lean it backwards if you can. And then we'll swap it over. Deep breath in, looking backwards, breathe out, little lean backwards. Breathing in, do that again. Reaching your arm up, hips go forwards, reaching it back a little. Breathing in, and again breathing out. And then you could either maybe do a few more of those. You could even leave your heels higher, that might be useful. Opening back with your shoulders and sliding your hands maybe along the back of your legs and maybe taking your heels. So offering the chest upwards again, the thighs stay completely relaxed. We're trying not to lean into the thigh muscles, but opening up the front body. And then engaging your core, coming all the way back on up. Sliding your hands forwards, spreading your fingers out wide, curl the toes and push off nice and long into downward dog. Let's raise the left leg up nice and high, bend the knee a little, pointing the toe back. And then let's bring those two legs to snap together, putting the big toe and toe next to it to the bone above your heel, or just wrapping your foot around your leg if you prefer, coming forwards into your single leg plank. So really working through the remaining quad that's really holding you up there. And sending it all the way back on up. Let's go high into your down dog split, leg going up. And now draw your left knee towards your left elbow. And then draw your left foot to your right hand, back heel down to the floor if it will go, raising your arm up and looking up towards your thumb, coming into your fallen triangle. Really working up through the waist here, strength work coming up through the shoulder again. Then bring your hand down to the floor. Let's draw your left knee towards your left wrist and slide the back leg away. So if you took it down last time, pile up the hands, release your forehead down, have a lovely stretch. For those of you who took it up for the quad again, bend up the back leg, reach around for it, shoulders nice and level. And wherever you get into today, just keep a little breath in and out. And then let's let go of that leg. Bring that leg to come all the way around and pop it over for your seated twist. Feel free to straighten out that left leg if you need to. Now let's hug on in. Pull the arm in towards you. Put the left arm in towards right knee. Looking over your right shoulder. And either maybe a half prayer add on, or maybe we reach beneath the knee and find the fingers. Either way, just keep sitting up nice and tall, lengthening through the spine, lengthening through the neck. And then releasing. Okay, now coming into a little bit of rolling today. Now if the rolling doesn't appeal, by all means go back and do another little bit on working rolling backwards. But I'm going to keep the feet up and I'm going to put my hands and my elbows down to the ground. And then gently rolling along the spine and bringing the body back on up. Okay, so as you go back, breathing in, and as you come forwards, breathing out. So you've got lots of help from your hands and your elbows. So again, this may really help you today just to work along. Now, as I always say with this, if you feel like your back is a little bit blocky and you feel like you're missing a few vertebrae, definitely don't take your hands off the ground. Keep going. Do what you can. If you need to stop, that's fine. Now, you could take a hold of your feet or your ankles and tuck your head in, and then breathe in to go back and out to come forwards. Keeping the feet tucked in to go back, out to come forward. So it's a Pilates posture. You want to really try and find the core to kick in there. In to go back, out to come forwards. And if you want to straighten out with the legs for open leg rocker, then it's in to go back again, out to come forwards, and to sit up and balance. So breathing in and out and up on the balance. Again, just see where you want to get to today. Good, good, good. And last one. And landing. Okay, so again, come around a way that you feel comfortable with. If you're crossing, you can swoop those legs up underneath you, hands to the floor, and then hop back off your feet and push back out into a downward dog. And then if we can step forwards with your left foot, taking your right knee halfway down the mat, coming up to a high kneel, raising up with your left hand, right hand, and bring it across your left knee. And then we can take the hands to prayer, leaning forwards. We can take the hand over the top into the floor, and then maybe if you'd like to, lift up the back knee, and maybe bring back over your left arm up towards the short end of your mat. And then take some deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your nose. And then let that arm down. Let out your right arm. Turn your back toes and lightly step them up to the top of your mat. And fold in towards your knees. And let's take a deep breath in, coming all the way back out to standing. And breathing out, hands back in towards your heart. Okay. Step back a little, so you've got a bit of space in front of you. Roll over the shoulders, coming into a couple of balances. So let's today use our tree position. Let's use eagle. And then I'd also like to do a twist. So if we bring the knee in, okay, peel back the other arm and look back over the shoulder if you can, alright? You've got the option to keep the knee bent or straighten it. So opening back with your upper body, looking forwards, engage the core, and as you slide up your right foot, placing it above or below your knee. Pressing the knee open, hands in at your heart. And we'll slowly make our way up through the midline, taking your right hand back behind your left, lifting the chin. So shoulder girdle stretch here, inner thigh stretch, lots of strength work on the ankle, holding you up. And now let's let the arms out, slide the leg across and tuck it around your left leg. Bring your left arm across, right arm beneath and wrap the arms. And then gently take your elbow towards your knee if you can. And deep breath, in through your nose, out through your nose. As we gently untangle, taking a hold of either your knee or your foot. And then we can option to straighten if you've taken hold of the foot. You have the right arm back, and then the option again to turn the gaze. And then bring it back, and let the leg down. Alright, so take a couple of deep breaths in. Again, pull back the energy into the body, shoulders drawn open again. Okay, clarify your gaze points. Bring up your left leg, drawing the knee open, hands at your heart, raising your arms up through the middle, and taking your left hand back behind your right. A little pull up through the core. All of these little things help. And now let's let down your arms and let's float over your left leg. Let's draw your right arm across, work it up and underneath. And then gently drawing your elbow down towards your knee. And then gently coming back on up. Taking a hold of either your left knee or your left foot. Peeling back your left arm and looking over the shoulder. And then gently letting it go. Okay, now coming up and rising up into your tiptoes if this is okay with your knees. Otherwise feel free to come down a different way. So rising up into tiptoes, lowering your body down, placing your hands downwards towards the floor, and we're going to look to see if we can try our crow posture today. So either knees wrapping around your triceps, and we lean forwards and take a little lift, okay? Or we can park the knees up underneath the armpits, and then again lean forwards, and then see if we can take the feet up. And wherever you get it to, just holding a little stillness. Even if you've got both feet on the ground today, just holding it in that position. Okay, come on down and let's have a seat. Good. Alright, now just straighten out your left leg. Draw your right foot towards the inside of your leg and have a little fall forwards. Take a deep breath in, raising your right arm. As you breathe out, let's reach it over and across, releasing your head down. Feel the stretch coming around into your lower back, across and into latissimus dorsi, all coming from the right hand side. Inner thigh stretching a little on the right, and the hamstring stretching on the left leg. And then drawing your body back up, and we'll swap the legs over. So just take a nice deep breath in, raising your left arm as you breathe out, reach over and across. So whatever you can wrap your hand around, be it the knee, the calf, the ankle or the foot. And you could, if you find these difficult, you could sit up on a block or a cushion. Sometimes hips a little bit higher, helps you find that fold. And now let's draw the body all the way back on up. And finding a cross-legged position or any other seated position of your choice. I'm going to release out the neck. So if you'd like to take your right fingertips down into the floor, push down quite firmly, take your left arm over the top, shutting our eyes perhaps, bringing your head to draw across slightly, and we're looking to find the stretch along the side of your neck, along that right hand side. And go to the back corner of your head and gently draw across. And bring the head back up, changing sides, pushing down into your fingertips. Take your arm over the top, and then gently let's draw the head across and over. And then go to the back corner of your head, drawing across slightly. And then coming all the way back on up. Alright, let's just bring the arms to wrap forwards now. Find the stretch between your shoulder blades. As you breathe in, come up high. And as you breathe out, let's open it back and wide. Again, let's reach it forwards. Hesitate there with a stretch between the shoulder blades. Breathing in, rise high. Use your abdominals to pull you up. Breathing out, open it back and down. And one more time, rounding your back. Taking a deep breath in, coming up high. And then breathe out, come to your crown, your third eye, your throat, and your heart. And then we'll finish your practice off there today. Very well done. Thank you for joining me.